Miami Dolphins mode. Yeah. Miami Dolphins mode. What? Miami Dolphins. Woo mode. Yeah. Woo.
What's up, Dolphin fans, and thank you for coming on the Miami Dolphins Mode channel. Today, we're going to get into the Miami Dolphins running back depth of 2020. As of last year, our running back position was a problem for us. We were last in the league in rushing. And this year, we made, this offseason, we made some great moves to readjust that. All right. We picked up a running back in free agency. We got one through the draft. We kept some from last year. So we got a good combination. Let's get right into it. Okay. So the first running back that I'm going to talk about today should be one of the starters. It is Jordan Howard. All right. We got him through the free agency. He came from the Philadelphia Eagles. He's been in the league for 4 years. He's going into his fifth one with us. All right. In 2016, which was his rookie year, he got 1,313 yards. He had a 5.2 average per rushing attempt, and he had 6 touchdowns. All right. 2017, he had 1,200 yards, 4.1 average, 9 touchdowns. 2018, he had 935, 3.7 average, 9 touchdowns. 2019, 525 yards, 4.4 average, 6 touchdowns. All right. What Jordan Howard is, you can consider him as a consistent running back, right? A running back that's going to get you those tough yards. You know what you're going to get out of him, and that's something that we didn't have last year. So it should shore up the running back a little bit as far as consistency goes, because that's what type of running back he is. All right, he's a running back that goes in between the tackles. He's a power runner, right? He's shiftier than you think. Even though he is a power runner, he does have some moves, right? Now, he's not considered a receiving running back, but he's not bad at it. So you can still throw him the ball so you don't have to take that element out of his game, or the defense, is not going to say, hey, they're not going to throw to him, because there is a possibility. All right, so that's good. And he's also, of course, he's a red zone running back. You see the touchdowns that he's got. This rookie year, he had 6. Following, he had 9. The other one, 9. Then the last year, he had 6. Right? So he always gets you a good amount of touchdowns. He's always gotten a good amount of touchdowns every year. So he's somebody that you can put in the red zone. That's something that we needed last year. And so it's definitely going to help our running game. All right. I'm excited about Jordan Howard. He's had some good seasons. As you can see, the first 2 seasons, he had over 1,000 yards rushing. So it's good to see that we picked him up and we got him on a fair deal. All right, so let's go into the second running back that I'm gonna talk about today, and that is Matt Breida. All right, Matt Breida, we got him from the 49ers. Through the draft, we traded our 5th round pick to the 49ers, and we got Matt Breida. Great pickup, I think, especially for this year that we needed the depth at the running back position. Now, Matt Breida is a great compliment to Jordan Howard. Right now, they're saying Thunder, Lightning. Jordan Howard being Thunder, Matt Breida being Lightning, and I think that's a perfect comparison. Matt Breida is a fast running back. He can run inside and outside the tackles, right? He is very shifty, and he has some nice moves. If you go to his highlights, you'll see some nice moves that he has. And he's a big play waiting to happen. One of the fastest running backs in the NFL. So if you give him some room, give him some daylight, he can take it to the house. There's a high possibility that he could blow up when he's out there. All right. He's also a receiving running back. He's good at receiving. He's good in the passing game. You could definitely make some routes just for him, in the passing game, and create an extra element to it once you're out there passing. Now he's not. I wouldn't consider him on every down back. His frame is a little smaller, and he has had some injury concerns in the past. All right. But Jordan Howard and Matt Breida being the perfect combo, I think it's a great combination between them. It'll change up the defenses. It'll have them prepare for something else. It's from a flip of a switch, one down to the other. And I just think it's a perfect combination. All right, so let's go on to our third running back, which is not a running back, but I'm talking about him here. He's a fullback, Chandler Cox. All right, Chandler Cox, he's a fullback. He's not going to get too many rushing attempts. He's not going to do that, but I think that he will be a factor this year. Last year, we just didn't have a running game, so there wasn't much to do with him. I mean, we weren't rushing too much, and so he kind of got taken out of the picture a bit. But I think with the offensive lineman that we got in this year, right, the way that we've gone through the draft and picked up through free agency, that we're going to involve him more, and I'm excited about that because Chandler Cox was blocking when he was out there. He was doing his assignment. There's a couple of plays that he was blocking 2 people. There was even a play where he blocked 3 people. So he's definitely up for the challenge. I want to see him more on the field and have that type of blocking, and it should open up the lanes with the new running backs that we got. I just wanted to mention them on the video. Okay, so now let's go into the 4th running back that we're going to talk about, and that's Patrick Laird. Laird. I always say it wrong. All right, now Patrick Laird, he was one of the highlights of the running back position. He was able to do a few things. You know, he's not. I wouldn't say that he's great at any one thing, but he does everything pretty good. You know, he does have some moves here and there. You know, but I would explain that. Like, he doesn't have anything that he's extra great at, but he does everything well, right? And it's very exciting. The 3rd running back is up for grabs. It's really nobody's claimed it. Nobody knows, you know. But I think Patrick Laird, you know, he'll get on because he could do special teams, you know, and he could receive, and you know, he does have I would say a little above average vision. He's able to see some holes, so. You know, I'm excited to see, but I think he stick on because he can do special teams and things like that. Okay, let's go on now to the 4th running back, which is Myles Gaskin. All right, Myles Gaskin is, for me, I like Myles Gaskin, right? When he was at the end of the season, right before he got hurt, which is a shame, but when he was playing even against the Giants and against the Bengals, you started him getting more comfortable with the game, you know, like he was being more patient when he got the ball, and especially in the Bengals game, you saw a little glimpse of it in the Giants game, but in the Bengals game, right before he got hurt, like he was getting a rhythm, you know, and he was getting in between those holes, and he was just, you know, shifting in and out, and it was starting to look like something, but then right there he got hurt, and when the guy landed on his leg, and I was upset because I was like, okay, I was seeing something. And, you know, something was forming. He was getting his rhythm. He's catching up to the speed of the game. And, you know, I think his vision is better than Laird, you know, and his vision is pretty good. Remember, he had a lot of rushing yards when he was at Washington. So I'm excited to see him again and, you know, it was a shame last year he got hurt. Maybe you would have seen a little more. And, but I'm excited to see him this upcoming season and see if he could build on that. I'm going to be looking out for him during preseason and all that. All right, and then after we got Malcolm Perry. Okay, Malcolm Perry, we got him in the draft, 7th round from Navy. He was a quarterback, receiver, running back when he was in college. So I'm putting him in here right now, but I feel that if he makes the team, he gets on the team, he'll be somewhat of a gadget player. I mean, he could play running back, but I think he could also play in the slot. Maybe you could put him in the slot, or trick plays or reverses, or if you decide to do option or, you know, like that. And, you know, there might be I don't know what the offense is going to look like, but there might be special plays and packages that you put him in. They have him in depth right now at running back. I mean, he has good juke moves. He made a lot of good juke moves in college. He could run. He is pretty fast. He's on the smaller edge, on the smaller side. But, you know, he is an explosive guy. I think he had the most explosive plays in college in his division, in his conference. So, you know, he could probably take it to the house. I got to see him more against NFL. You know, I got to see him more to say everything. But he is a very shifty guy, a guy that can make plays, a guy that can take it to the house from what I saw from his highlights. And also, he could throw. You know, so on trick plays or anything like that, you can have like a reverse and have him throw, you know, just things like that. But I think he's going to be moved around more than just being a running back. All right, and then the last running back that we're going to talk about, which you guys probably don't want to hear, but it's Kalen Ballage. Kalen Ballage is still on the roster, and I think they're going to give him a chance because he's such a hard worker. Last year, when he was in training camp, they kept talking about his hard work, you know, and his dedication that he had. And it was in the beginning of training camp, they had him up, you know. They talked about him a good amount. So because of that, I know he had a horrible year last year, right? But because of that, because of the hard work, because of, you know, him being determined and all this, I think they're going to give him another shot. I mean, as of now, if he doesn't change from what he's done, he's going to get cut. But if he changes, then he'll, you know, who knows? All right, but that's all the running backs. that I have here. Thank you for your time. You know, if you like what I said, if you don't like what I said, let me know. And who do you think? Let me know who do you think might be the running back, or what a combination they might be in. But thank you guys for your time again. If you like the video, like, subscribe, and go Dolphins.